Right then, Pitbull by Marty Schwartz. Reading the name, you just picture some proper Wall Street geezer. Yeah, slick back hair, shouting down a massive phone. Do you know what I mean?
Mate, you hear Pitbull, you think of a dog that's been in a few scraps.
Right.
Probably got one ear. And looking at this Marty geezer's record, 10 years losing money. 10 for a full decade.
Yeah.
My man was a professional waste man.
Oi, hold on, that's the whole point, innit? That's the magic of the story. He was a securities analyst before, all fundamentals, all book smarts. And a P&L that was bleeding red. He was trying to be the smartest bloke in the room.
Okay.
Not the richest. So he was a book-smart idiot who lost 40 grand of his own money. Yeah, which was probably like £1 million back in the 70s. I'd have told the missus I got robbed, bruv. Not come home every night and confess, yep, lost another grand today, love. Shameful. But that's the story, innit? He's bleeding cash for a decade. Yeah. His wife's probably got her bags packed, and then bang, he bins the fundamentals. Right, discovers charts. Technical analysis.
You mean squiggly lines? You needed 10 years and a midlife crisis to figure out squiggly lines? My nephew's scribbles on the wall have more structure.
Listen, you melt. He stops trying to predict what the market should do.
Okay.
And just follows what it is doing. Simple as. He finds 5 grand from somewhere, like down the back of the sofa.
Wow.
And in 2 years, turns it into 140 grand.
See, now you're talking my language. That is a proper flip. So what was the secret sauce? Don't tell me it was some mad...
Nah, this is the best bit. It's so simple, it's almost insulting. One of his main rules was just using a 10-day moving average. A single line. Price is above the line, green light, you're looking to buy. Price drops below, right, red light, you're looking to sell. Done.
Are you actually being serious? You're telling me this champion day trader, this Pitbull, his big secret is a single line you get for free on TradingView? That's it? I feel cheated.
That's the discipline, innit? He stopped using his massive Columbia MBA brain,
right,
and just followed the dumb rule. He said trying to go against the moving averages is self-destructive. He's basically saying, don't be a hero, don't try and catch a falling knife, just follow the tide.
All right, I get that. Less thinking, more doing, less ego. But there had to be other stuff, right? I read about something called the magic tea indicator.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dodgy herbal remedy your auntie buys off Facebook.
Yeah, the magic tea is some theory that markets spend the same amount of time going up as they do going down. Honestly, the theory itself is a bit whatever. The real lesson was him just finding a system, any system, and having the discipline to stick with it, taking the emotion out of it.
Okay, so he's got his lines, he's got his magic tea. What else? The bit that got me was when he said he didn't diversify. He put all his eggs in a few baskets.
Right.
My financial advisor would have a stroke just hearing that.
Exactly. He said diversification is for people who don't know what they're doing. His view was if you've got a proper A-grade stone-cold conviction on an idea,
yeah,
you go in heavy. But, and this is the key, the bit everyone misses, he managed his risk like a hawk. He used options, so if he was wrong, he only lost the small premium. He could never lose more than 2% of his account on one trade.
So big balls, but with a seatbelt and an airbag. I rate that. That's actually smart. It's the psychology stuff that really hits home, though. That line, my biggest losses have always followed my largest profits.
Wow.
Mate, that is a sermon right there. Stone cold truth.
100%. We've all been there. You have a massive win.
Yeah.
You feel like the dog's bollocks, you think you've cracked the code, you get gassed, you get sloppy, you start taking bigger risks, and then the market just humbles you. Oh yeah, it properly reaches out and slaps you in the face. It's ego, man, pure ego. You start thinking you're the chosen one. I also heard this guy had a laminated checklist taped to his desk. Yeah. A laminated checklist, what an absolute nerd. What are you laughing at? The man made millions. He said, I review my checklist where I can't overlook it. He's treating it like a pilot before takeoff. Is the setup right? Tick. Is my risk defined? Tick. Am I feeling like a complete clown today? No. Okay. Clear for takeoff. Take the trade.
A rich nerd, then. A laminated checklist having rich nerd. But I get it. I'm roasting him, but I get it. He's building a process, to protect himself from himself. He even said before every single trade,
Yeah?
he'd step back and ask, do I really want to have this position?
It's that final sanity check, isn't it? Are you trading because you're bored? Are you chasing some momentum you missed? Or is this a proper, grade A setup that fits your plan? It's the voice of reason stopping you from being an idiot in the heat of the moment.
So what happened to him then? Did he just ride off into the sunset on a yacht made of solid gold, laughing at all the poor people?
Well, not exactly, and this is the other brilliant part of the story. In the mid-90s, he hit a wall, started taking big, life-changing losses again. He admitted he got overconfident, used too much leverage, and the market itself changed. The strategies that made him a legend stopped working so well.
Ah, so he is human after all. The market came back to humble the pit bull.
Exactly.
That's the realest part of the whole story. No system works forever.
Exactly. It's the perfect cautionary tale. You can't just get comfortable and think you've made it.
Right.
You have to keep adapting. But his core lessons, they're timeless, bruv. They're scripture.
So, final verdict. This book, Pitbull, it was published ages ago. For the kid in his bedroom right now trying to trade crypto, is it a dusty old relic for the bin?
No way.
Or is it still worth a read?
It's a definite buy, a must read. Forget the dates, forget his talking about S&P futures and options. The psychology is eternal. Cut your damn losses, have the guts to let your winners run. And most importantly, get your fragile ego out of the damn way. That applies if you're trading Bitcoin, NFTs, or even rare Pokemon cards.
I'll give you that. The story of failing for 10 years and not giving up, you have to respect the grind. It's inspirational. And the laminated checklist, it's still hilarious, but I get it now. It's about building a machine to take your stupid emotional human brain out of the driver's seat. That's it in a nutshell. He says you're not fighting the market, right? You're fighting yourself. If you get that one thing, you're halfway there. All right, fair play. I take it back. He's less of a waste man than I thought. He's a rich nerd with a story to tell.
Now here's a question we'd like you to think about. Marty Schwartz's rule was to never risk more than 2% on a trade, even when he was most confident. In today's mad, volatile crypto market, where you can see 20% swings in a day, you think that 2% rule is still the gold standard for survival, or is it an outdated relic that would get you nowhere? Think about it.